Everybody. It's your girl Red Wine Entertainment. Coming in and dropping with y'all for a little bit. I had made a video a while ago and y'all I did not like the sound of it. I'm using my phone and it's not the same. How is everyone? How is everyone? So I just wanted to come in and bring a little bit on a few topics real quick. Like I say, I am Red Wine Entertainment. I'm not always the same being. Sometimes I'm a different being. Not an evil being, but I have my ways. I don't like doing the same thing every day. And I feel like that's okay. I feel like we need to explore our minds a little bit more and start doing some different things because if we don't, we're gonna be trapped in a fiat system where these people keep on trying to make me pay a debt with a debt. And I've been trying to sit here for the longest, y'all. I'm trying to figure out how do I do this? How can I cancel out a positive by adding another positive? You're gonna get it's not gonna cancel out, it's gonna be positive, right? So I was looking at the world's events today and I was thinking, there's a lot going on in the world. They say people are acting up because the queen passed away. My definition of a queen does not fit the definition of the current queen. So we look at things differently, and I think that's okay. I really do because I don't acknowledge certain things that aren't relevant, to anything that's gonna change the situation or change what's going on right now, or for the better than worse. You know what I mean? I can't lie to y'all. I can't sit up there and fake like I am into something that I'm not. And I think that we shouldn't do that because while we're like as a people, if we're so busy worried about something that we can't be, we're gonna miss what we are. And that's a problem in society today because obviously somewhere along the line they forgot to teach us finances like they taught themselves finances in new technology. Okay, see where I come from, we went to a school. It's a state, it's an institution of private corporations, private for-profit corporations, doing business as 501c3 companies. They're doing business as churches and charities, but they're for profit. It's a conflict of interest in a lot of things, and I want to talk about those conflicts of interest. And I was like, so I'm gonna do a YouTube show because the ancestors say I gotta do this, y'all. It's like it's no way out. So I'm gonna start a YouTube show, and I have billions of things in my mind. How do you narrow down today's condition into a YouTube show? I applaud y'all that do that. I'm proud. I watch y'all and I love y'all and I thank y'all for what y'all do. I watch y'all and I'm tuned in all the time. I don't go to a job every day because I felt like for some reason I wasn't supposed to come to Earth and like work every day because I couldn't never get one of the jobs. You know what I'm saying? I mean qualified, but they don't hire me. So obviously that's not for me. To each his own. But I just didn't think that was for me to just come and go to work and then I got to do it again next week too. But I just made the money to do this last week. Now I got to go and do this again. So now I'm in this repetition of working and working and working and not like, I think this is what happened to us. Our parents didn't realize that job that they had to be there at that 9 to 5, the one they're so proud they've been there 40 years. They've been there 50 years. They'll never quit. They're going to die there. Not, I don't want some people to die. Don't get me wrong. No, but I'm saying this is how I'm seeing the current aftermath of this pandemic, and the current politics and everything else. If you're not into politics right now, you're losing because we have to be into politics right now. For one, everything that's going on in the politician world is affecting our natural world. So when you got things that's a conflict of interest, you need to like I feel like we should straighten it out. And I don't know, just we gotta agree with each other, but just on a level to where there is an understanding or a balance. Because right now it's lopsided. It's like that seesaw we used to ride when we was kids. You know, if you're in a currency system and they're changing the whole currency and you're not included in it and you're going to do what you told, that's unbalanced. That's not balanced. And so when we look at our children, especially as mothers, now I'm a matriarch, so especially as mothers, we look at our children, and our children are innocent. So we think. I think they've been here many times because my daughter, the youngest is 6, and she got a business. I have to end up letting her go to the public school, and I don't want to, y'all. And it's not my decision, but by her saying that she want to go to the school, so I let my sister send her. I'm not sending her myself. She won't be there long because I intend on, not like old boy is going to start the school. Yeah, it's time to start our own schools, y'all. And the reason being is because a lot of this started there. When I was 16 years old, I was told at the school that I was a terrorist, right? That, and I had to go and stay 3 days in a camp, right? With the bars on it, those bars, in jail. And I wonder to this day, how come these people came to me and told me that I said a terrorist threat out of my mouth, and I'm 16 years old, y'all. My mama there, my stepdad there, the families there, and the officers, the so-called police officers are there, but they were telling me something that wasn't true. They was lying. They told me that I made a terroristic threat to this high school or whatever. Me knowing that I'm not incompetent in things that I say out of my mouth, I know what I'm saying when I speak, or I wouldn't speak. And when that happened to me at 16, the age of 16, it kind of took me in a spiral down. It's like once this system gets into your system, it's a downward spiral. You're not coming up until you get out of that system. And that's where I think that we are today. I'm not one to promote, oh, you got to be a Moor to listen to me, or you got to be this, or you got to be that. No, I'm a Moor because that's my political status, and I'm Moor by birthright and primogeniture. By bloodline, I'm a Moor. I'm a Moor. You know, and be who you want to be in the army. Hey, teach his own. We all have to study. We all have to show ourselves approved. We all have to learn this current system so that we don't be in the current system in order to live in true freedom and to honor our ancestors, basically. And by that, you have to know your nationality. We can't continue to keep on going the way that we're going as a black people, talking about black and brown, and thinking that we're going to get out of this fiat system because y'all, they dumbed us down. And everybody, I ain't calling everybody dumb, so don't take that way either. But a lot of our people are not seeing that there's a shortage on the money. There's a shortage on money. Okay, you got food shortage, you got school shortage, you got every kind of shortage. But they ain't talking about the shortage on their money, is it? You know, and so I don't feel like any man should be left behind. My people don't give me the attention that I think that they should with the current events that's going on, but everyone wakes up on their own time. I shout out to everyone that's awakening out there. Peace and love to the gods, peace and love to the goddesses, peace and love to whatever in your nature that you would like to be addressed by. You know, because we're not those names on those certificates. We are our own interpersonal being, our own light being, our own spiritual being before formation. So that's where they kind of screw up at. You can detect energy, but energy that's already existing is no ending to that kind of energy. You can detect energy all day, but the type of energy that we are, you know, it was a glitch in the system. They thought they had it, but they just didn't have it yet. You know what I mean? It's like when you shot the ball, it almost went, but it just didn't quite go inside the rim yet. So now you have to try it again. And we're not gonna sit here and be stuck. I don't even know what kind of word to call it, you know, because after 3 years and 3 years of wearing a mask, and I still am mad at the girls at City Trend in Shreveport. Shreveport, man, y'all, those women at City Trend, they hurt me the worst in the pandemic. Y'all know why? Because they told me to put a mask on, and they told me that my offspring had to have a mask on in order to come inside the store to purchase an item. Y'all wear clothes out here. Where I come from, we didn't have on clothes. You know, so yeah, I gotta adjust to y'all system. At least I can put on some clothes, but I don't want to be in your system. But they put me out of the streets. So I still got beef with them because it's time to where we look at what we done in the pandemic. I went outside. I went out there with the birds. I went out there with the pollen. The pollen was outside. The pollen wanted the people to come outside. The people wouldn't come outside and sniff the pollen. The pollen was just out there. And that's not normal. You know, pollen like to get in your nose. It like to get sniffed. It's like powder, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? It wants you to sniff it. It wants you to come out there and sniff it because that's why I fed them. You know, basically, that's what a doctor will tell you. Which is, this is a joke, y'all. But to think about it, though. You know. So it's good that we be in unity. We be in unity on principles. Not the same way of thought, not the same things in life. Eventually, it will proceed to that because at the end of the day, the way that we're going right now in separation, if we were to continue in that kind of separation, where we're not coming together on anything, or like any solutions or anything, then we're a failed state. You know what I mean? And to each his own state. It ain't no such thing as no of this, of that. We're of our own. Yeah, of your last name or of wherever you come from. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, instead of us being together on our terms, we're being forced to be together on some terms that we're not all in agreement with. And that needs to be addressed as well. So, one topic that I can do on this channel, RedWine Entertainment, given the unprecedented times right now in my level as a politician, newlywed politician, y'all, I was running for president in 2019. Go back on and check my video. My music is influenced by these events. I'm well qualified to talk about the monetary system. I have every right to talk about the monetary system, and I have every right to put my thoughts and my actions into it. You know what I mean? And the thing is, like, when we go to school, we go learn about Christopher Columbus, we go learn some bullshit that we didn't really need, and then they tell me I'm a terrorist. They lock me up for 3 days, and they go get some, and they come up off me, they capitalize on me, and then I'm 16 years old, and I'm a woman. I'm a woman, and the main focus here is the women. The women, men. Hey, we need you as well. It's not no thing that where, oh, no, it ain't nothing like that. I don't even want to explain stuff like that because I don't like to speak certain words out of my mouth because words are spells. They are. And when you say things, you have to watch what you say. Because if you say the wrong thing, and you're going to manifest that because you don't know the capabilities and the mind power that flows inside that thing they call a brain that you have. You know? So we have to be careful out here. And we have to be careful what we listen to. So I would like to say this, if anybody's listening to the resident be saying some things, y'all, and that you can't say that in the hood and walk out. You know. So you have to be careful what you say because they'll get mad at you for talking about it, but hey, ain't a bit, get mad. This is the internet. If they come in my face with that bullshit, I got every right to defend myself. I mean, I am a human being. You don't let nobody harm you. Harm no man, that's no man harm you. That's simple. That's why life has to be based on a principle. If you don't have any principles in your life that you live by, it'll be a good thing to look into those kind of things, especially when it comes to growing your own food, growing your own, and providing for yourself. If we provide for ourselves now, which I believe our parents and our grandparents kind of got caught up in the middle of like the MK Ultra area right there, where it was a split and a divide to where they came in on a land invasion, and they stopped our people from their everyday living. Because my grandmother used to always be outside. You know, my grandmother was outside, I was outside, the kids was outside, the cars was driving down the road. You know, there's things going on. People were outside. People weren't in their house like stuck on their computer, heads down looking at their phones, life passing them by. September, it's already 2022. We don't even know how we got to 2015. You know, life just to pass by. It's been a major apocalypse.